Hey, good morning guys, how are you? D here at Project 1 Gaming, giving you an update on our Skyres Dark Wolves build, the first of our two dual armies that we're working on, where we're going to have an army play. You can play it as two different armies. So this is the Space Wolf / Chaos army. Now we're going to start with the Thunderwolf Cavalry. This is one of our more completed ones. We still have some work to do. We're going to add some chains right along here and kind of wrap it around and onto the Chaos Rider to make it look like these spikes are stabbed into him, and that's how he's got the control of them. The other thing you might know is we were talking about originally putting these guys on the biker bases. We decided against it because we're going to add 3 bikes to the army. So if you play this as Space Wolves, you get the advantage of having both Thunderwolf Cav and bikes. So that's just a little added bonus. So yeah, still some work to do to add some glow to the plasma pistol, and also some glow to the runic writing on the axe here, things like that. Some blood effects as well. So that was the quick look at the Thunderwolf Cavalry. Next we're going to take a quick look at some of the troops, but before I guess we do that, you guys can kind of see in the background, got the tip from Girl Painting, that YouTube channel, to use this Freak Flex paint. It's transparent paint for blood effects, so thank you for that tip. And this company shipped out this stuff. I had it within 2 days of ordering it. So I got that going on, and I'm also basing, or attempting to base, the bases of this army with the Citadel textured paint, along with, excuse me if I can talk, it's early, using some of this dry brush paint, and I also have white weathering pigment from Secret Weapon Miniatures.com. They're awesome too. Alright, so let's take a look at a couple different troops. Here's one. Here's one. Here's another. And we'll squeeze in a fourth. Okay, so let's break these ones down. Alright, so starting from over here. So the first one you see is what we're rolling with a sergeant. Really happy we decided to go with the Power Fists, because they're totally holding their value in 6th edition. Power weapons, they have the AP value and everything like that now, so that kind of takes away from them, but I'm sure they're going to be alright. But Power Fists all the way for these guys, along with plasma pistols. There's a quick look at a sergeant. I really enjoy this paint scheme, and the new Citadel paint that is, I think it's called Fenris Blue now. Let me take a quick look. I got it right here. Oh, that's not it. I'm not going to dig too hard into my paints. Here it is. Yeah, or excuse me, Fenris Gray. It goes on really good. Like, the first layer is pretty thin, but then once you put the second layer on it, it's got a lot of good coverage. So, hats off to that. Here's another Chaos member, or Space Wolves, whatever you want. We really tried hard to incorporate both Space Wolves and Chaos bits to give the full effect. This is that Freak Flex paint, the effect that you get with that. I'm going to touch it up a little bit, but I kind of like how it looks like it's all dried up before they're even going into battle, just using old weaponry as I push every other model out of the way. And we got a little blood on his knife too. That's another one. And we also really try to work hard on drilling out the fronts of the weapons to make it look hollowed out. It's just a good effect to have if you really want to capture the whole effect here. I also really enjoy this the black that we used, where it's more like a metallic-y. It takes away from like the flatness of a model, gives it a little more depth. This is one of the guys holding a Melta. We're going to add some scorched effects on the Meltup, make it look like it's been used a lot. And you can see the beginnings of the base using the textured paint. So we're pretty excited about that. And he too has the dried up blood effect going. So, and I like how we didn't really put pupils in his eyes. I like that look where they almost look like they're possessed. You know, 'cause if you're not good at pupils, you really mess up the look of a model. But I just feel like that's kind of a crazed look when you have just whites of eyes showing. So there's my main troops. Now here's a look at my first HQ. Canis Wolfborn, all custom made, of course. We wanted to use the Juggernaut of Khorne because we wanted to add more chaos into the army, even if you're playing it as a Space Wolves army. It just makes him stand out that much more as opposed to just using a normal Thunderwolf Cav. So let me take him off and I'll show you the Juggernaut here. It's a little blurry. Did that help at all? Probably not. Alright. So, I really like the paint scheme going on with it. I like how we attempt, well, the idea behind what you see on these chaos icons is to make it look like, you know, they're almost leaking blood and just dried up. We also started the base with the Citadel texture paint, and it came out pretty nice. We got a little more to do. We're going to use weathering pigments and kind of like scuff up the legs and stuff like that and make it look weathered out like it's been in the snow for a while. So that's his mount. I really like that. And this is him himself. Let's see if we can get him into focus here. This camera doesn't like me sometimes. Let's trick the camera. There we go. Alright, so this is Canis. We're going to add some blood effect to his claws. So yeah, we're also going to like kind of weather up. We got to finish the leather straps on the bottom of his boots. And also kind of scuff it up with the weathering pigment for snow. Make it look like, you know, he's been out in the elements for a while. Here's a quick look at what it all looks like together. Give you a different view here. So yeah, that's Canis. Oh, he just wants to sit back, I guess. We're debating if we're going to glue him on or not. Probably not. But who knows? We might. Okay, so that's a look at Canis. Last two things here. Show you what we got going on with the Rhino. Most of the base work is done. We did magnetize in the sides here, so this flips up and flips down. We started the inside because, like I mentioned in previous videos, I got very motivated watching War Boss Tay and all his videos with his rhinos and the fact that he does the insides. So the computer spot that goes right here, or the doorway to the driver's area, I'm working on that separately. So it's not like, you know, I'm trying real hard to get a brush in there. We're also going to add weathering effects in here too, make it look like, you know, there's leftover snow and whatever. We're going to get more done on this, get all the metal grading done, things like that. So that's a quick look for all its weathering effects, so on and so forth. Here's the top, not glued. What we want to do is, we do want to glue this down, but we're going to magnetize the bottom of it so that we can mount weapons on top of this. So if you're playing a Space Wolves army and you wanted to use these as Razorbacks, you could. I don't want anybody to be bound to only using them as Rhinos. There's that. Alright, sorry guys, I gotta kind of do this the old-fashioned way. My microphone decided to give out at this portion of the video. So here's a quick look at the Land Raider. We are going to be magnetizing the las cannons so that you can remove them for battle damage, and the front heavy bolters also come off as well. We still have a lot more to go on this, adding battle damage, weathering effects, things of that nature, working on the exhaust ports and making them look like they've been working for a while. But I'm very pleased with the way that this metallic black is showing through and through throughout the whole army, with the bolt gun metal highlights and things like that. Gives a nice look to it. This army's price tag is going for $575. So if you guys are interested, you're more than welcome to email us at our project1@gmail.com. We will take a reserve on it, or if you really want it that bad, we will take the full payment down, and then we'll give you a estimated time of it being done, and we can expedite it for you and everything like that. Also, I said in a previous video that we're selling some Tyranids for the same price, $575. You can see the photos in our Facebook under TM Tyranids. That's an easy 3,000 point Tyranid army. So again, if you're interested in this army or the Tyranid army or having any work done, email us at our Gmail or get us on our YouTube or our Facebook. Thanks again to everybody who's been subscribing and emailing us about the Project Necron, and also shout out to War Boss Tay. Appreciate all your support, and I look forward to the next video. Thanks guys.